Welcome to Bjorn Tarot. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be asking, what do you need to know? So if you want to take a moment, pause the video, tune in to the right pile for you, and we'll get started. Hello Group 1, welcome to your reading. This is the crystal you chose, and we're going to be asking, what do you need to know right now? So for your first card, we're going to be using a card from this oracle deck, Magical Spirit Oracle, and you got number 33, and it says, find those who inspire you to bloom, grow together, community, connection, and reciprocation. So I'm going to put that here, and we'll see what comes out in your messages. This is for Group 1. What does Group 1 need to hear today, please? Clear guided messages for Group 1. Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands. And we'll be using the Kott Tarot for your group. What does Group 1 need? What does Group 1 need to hear? So we have the 10 of Cups. We have the 7 of Wands. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the 9 of Wands. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, Group 1, so 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like with your first oracle card coming out being about growing together and community and like helping one another, and then with your first tarot card coming out with the 10 of Wands, that card talks about like holding a very heavy burden, like you are close to being complete with whatever you're working on, but it's also like a heavy weight on your back. And so I feel like it's saying like there's a need for you to kind of step away from that individualistic mindset, feeling like you have to do everything on your own, or that you're weak for asking for help, or feeling that you can't take everything on. I feel like there's like almost like a stubborn energy here a little bit, where it's like you don't want to accept help because you might view it as some kind of weakness or something. So it's like, and it's also because you've come so far that you're like, no, I want to finish this and do it myself. But sometimes what helps you actually accomplish things is by allowing other people to step in, to work together. People help each other, you know? And I think there's like a need for this, so that way you can kind of have this feeling of like a strong community with the 10 of Cups. That's kind of about like emotional fulfillment. It's like in the traditional illustration, it shows this family happy together. There's a rainbow, and they're looking at everything that they have in their comfort, and they're celebrating their happiness and togetherness. And so I think if you were to allow a little bit of help in whatever ways you need, I think that would help you have that sense of community that is coming up now twice. You also have the 7 of Wands, and that can be when you're kind of like caught off guard, and maybe a bit defensive. Sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's more like you're surprised and you're kind of being reactive, you know? So I don't know if like there's a defensiveness, because it's almost like an innocent defense where it's like you're being stubborn about not wanting to accept help from others. But I do think that there can be this chance for a strike of clarity of it kind of clicking for you and like reframing it and like trying to think of it from a different perspective or a different light with the Ace of Swords, where you may become more open to this. And I think it's only going to get to that point when you are at this like 9 of Wands place where you've come a long way, you've been through a lot, you've fought through a lot, you now have some wounds, some scratches, some fatigue, you're exhausted, but you're never going to give up. That's kind of what that card's about. Someone who's like tired, wounded, but they're not going to give up. There's like an incredible willpower even against when they're up against a lot of exhaustion and wounds that have accumulated along the way, because the 9 is about a near completion. There's also the 5 of Pentacles here. The 5 of Pentacles talks about a lack mentality, or it can talk about poverty and hardships in like the 3D world. So I think that there might come a point where you will be feeling left out in the cold, and that might be even sadly what makes you be open to receiving help from others who care about you, who care about community. But I think it's almost going to be like a blessing in disguise, where it's going to open so many doors and of opportunity, of clarity, and new experiences, and most importantly, making special bonds with people that are going to be so important and shift your life in some way. That's what I see for you, Group 1. I hope that was helpful. That's what came through. Overall, it's saying to embrace community. Don't look at needing help sometimes, or not being able to carry all the load on your shoulders 24/7 as a weakness. It's a strength to be able to work in a community and help each other out. That's really what brings people together. That's what's in our nature. So don't feel bad. And you can grow together and find those maybe that are going through something similar as you. But that's what I see for you, Group 1. I'm wishing you the best of luck. If this was helpful, please subscribe, like, comment, share. It helps the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. Okay. So now we're going to move on to Group 2. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to today's reading. We're just going to ask what you need to hear right now. And you chose this bat crystal. Put this one back. And the oracle card you chose was Harmony, Ease, Inner Child, Softness, and it says, may sweet and soft things find you. And number 27. Put that there. And we're going to be using the Pulp Girls Tarot for your reading. Group, oops, hold on, I think one of these is turned. Okay, this is for Group 2. I don't know if it's just me, but I already feel so some scattered energy. What does group 2 need to hear now, please? Clear guided messages. What does group 2 need to hear today? This one. 3 of Wands. The Emperor. King of Cups. What does group 2 need to hear today, please? 7 of Wands came out in the last reading. 2 of Swords. 7 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, group 2. So I think you guys are in a place where you have already decided that you want to make changes in your life, that you are needing some harmony, some balance, to kind of be like in your soft era, as they say, with this softness coming out and ease. And I think you've already kind of thought out some of the ways that you can achieve this, so now you're trying to implement these changes into your life. You're trying to take a leadership role. You're trying to come at it from a very like stable, emotionally mature, empathetic, mature place. I do see that there's some indecision, some like back and forth mentally, where you're really trying to stay in this energy with the 3 of Wands and the Emperor and the King of Cups, of like wanting to push forward and set things in motion and take a leadership role and have that stability. But then I think you're also battling some back and forth tug mentally with your own thought processes that's causing maybe a little bit of blockage, a little bit of indecision. I think you're trying really hard to like nip it in the bud when it does come up. Like you're defensive against all these thoughts or kind of like negative thinking. I feel like you're trying to battle that so that way you can stay in this stability, because maybe once you get stuck in this back and forth and this indecision and like constantly having to battle your own thoughts, I think that takes you away from this place of harmony. You also got the 3 of Pentacles. This talks about like also community, going to others who have more wisdom, more experience, who have different perspectives and insights for you, where you can kind of like bounce ideas off of them, and they can kind of help you see things maybe you're not seeing with whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So definitely, like if you're struggling through this, could even be like going to therapy or something like that, or talking to someone who has the wisdom and whoever and whatever that may be for you. But I feel like you reaching out can help you work through some of this blockage and indecision and like mental battles. And I think that can help you find tools to be able to not stay in this energy too long when it does come up, so that way you can maintain this harmony, keep things soft but stable, and really allow things to keep moving and see where it leads to those positive places you want to be in your life. That's what I see for you, group 2. I hope this was helpful. I think you are definitely going to be able to get to the place that you're trying to move to in your life. I think you are achieving this harmony, but it's just going to be, sometimes you might have setbacks, but don't feel like that means you're not progressing, okay? Because you definitely are, and I hope you're proud of yourself, because sometimes it's hard to battle these things that go on in the background when we're trying to achieve other things. So yeah, don't be afraid to reach out to others for support. Be easy on yourself, be kind, give yourself grace. That's what I see for you, group 2. If this was helpful, please like, subscribe, share, comment. I really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm, and I just like hearing your input also. But I'm wishing you the best of luck, and I hope this was helpful. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be asking what you need to hear today. And this is the crystal you chose, is Crescent Moon crystal. And this is the oracle card you chose, the Seeker, all-seeing eye, spirit, release. And it says, could you surrender just a bit more? That's an interesting card. And we're going to be using the Mystic Medleys Tarot for your reading. So let's get started. This is going to be for group 3. What does group 3 need to hear right now? What does group 3 need to hear right now? Please clear guided messages. Give it another shuffle. Group 3, we have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Group 3, what does group 3 need to hear today, please? High Priestess, the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. Okay, this is an interesting spread. So 9 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, the High Priestess, the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. So, and then with this, the Seeker, could you surrender just a little bit more? Also number 36, if that's significant to you. I think you're really close to releasing something, group 3. I think you've kind of been in your own lane of independence, whatever that means to you. I think you're kind of trying to look at how far you've come, look at all that you have worked for and accumulated, even if it's like hard to see or hard to appreciate sometimes. I think you are aware that you have put a lot of work into something, but I do think there's something that holds you back a little bit from fully surrendering, which could lead to a 10 of Pentacles. That security, that legacy. I think there's just like one thing that holds you back from moving to that next phase of completion. But I think you already are working on it. I think it's already in the works. I think things are unfolding really fast with this 8 of Wands and this Page of Wands. This is someone who they might not have the most experience. They might feel not the most confident in this area, whatever you're working through or working on, but they're adventurous, they're curious, they're ready to learn, they're ready to dive in and experience and see where that curiosity leads them. So I kind of view this as you being curious about the things that you want to grow, areas you want to grow in, things you want to release, shadow work, and also just being appreciative of like all, like as far as you have come, you know, like being proud of that. I think this is moving really fast because I think your intuition is just like on fire right now with this image here, with like her third eye almost like being, there's like light being shed or almost coming out from it. So it's like, I think you're both giving and receiving a lot of messages right now. I think your intuition is kind of leading you through these emotional landscapes you might be going through. And I think it's kind of opening up this portal to happier memories, to thinking about the good times. And instead of thinking about the bad that's going to come, you're seeing this 10 of Cups. You're seeing that you doing this work, and the curiosity and allowing these things to process. I think you are strengthening your intuition, strengthening your self-understanding, and doing so is opening up these like old buried happy memories, or like you being optimistic of a future that can result from this time that you're spending with yourself and like independently wanting to process and like, you know, emotionally glow up. I don't know, I couldn't think of the right thing to say, but I think I think overall this is like a powerful but interesting message, but I think you already are on the way. And it's just saying, if you could just surrender a little bit more, the floodgates are gonna open, things are gonna unfold. You're gonna see new adventure and opportunities you hadn't before. You're gonna be very intuitively connected and in tune. And I think it's gonna lead to a lot of happiness, togetherness, or at least you're going to be able to see the possibility of this in your life. And it's going to be very fulfilling to your inner child. So yes, I think you're going to release something that's going to lead you to a whole new chapter in your life. A beautiful chapter. But this is what I see for you, Group 3. I hope this made sense. I thought this was a beautiful, interesting reading, and I'm totally rooting for you along your journey if this did resonate. And yes, wishing you the best of luck. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Bye.